Hello, and welcome to the Plays the Thing. My name's Matt, and today we're going to play another game of Astro Knights. I played it yesterday, and I really enjoyed it. So we're going to play another of the bosses that are in the main box. And this is actually the one we played yesterday, Furion, was a level 4 boss, and this is a level 5 boss. And this is Architect 0815. So, have a look down here. That's all right. That'll do. So you can see Architect 0-815. Just like a pile of wires, basically. And let's give you the story. Once a simple factory machine, Architect 0-815 broke from its programming and created a droid army for its own purpose: robotic domination. Make sure your team stocks up on weapons as soon as possible, or you might get overwhelmed by its horde of minions. The Architect may have numbers on its side, but artificial intelligence will never be able to compare to a true knight's ingenuity. Study the attacks coming in carefully. The program is bound to repeat itself. Figuring out that pattern could be the key to your victory. Okay. So it gives you a little bit of a sort of help with maybe defeating it. And the rules for Architect 0815 are: when a droid is defeated, place it in the droid discard pile. When the droid deck is empty, shuffle the droid discard pile face down to form a new droid deck. If there are 10 droids in play, the players lose. Okay, so yeah, we do need to defeat these droids. Because I won yesterday's, I had a discussion with the people in the chat, and kind of decided we play. If there were, someone asked if there was. I think it was Winnie asked if there were different levels, and there's a normal difficulty for all these, but they also have an expert and a nightmare level. So I said I'd play on expert, but this could be bad news. There are different rules for each one if a player gets exhausted, and in this one, when a player is exhausted, which means goes down to 0 life, that player destroys 2 cards in their hand that cost 1 fuel or more. We need to decide on what home world we're going to have. We're not going to use Quaris, because that's the one we used yesterday. I can do a random. We can power up 5 times. We can collectively destroy up to 3 cards in their discard piles. We can... Each minion and the boss suffer 3 damage. That might be quite useful. Silarix. Each minion and the boss suffer 3 damage. That could be good if we've got a lot of minions. So I'm going to suggest we play with Silarix for this game. I'm going to pick that, and then we need to pick our knights. We need to pick 2 knights. So let's put a yellow token. So the homeworld has, we need to power it up to 4 to be able to use that power. And then, yeah, we're going to have 2 knights. So this boss doesn't have any tracks or anything on it. So we have, those are the 2 we played yesterday. We have Christina, who her power is an ally gains the top weapon from any supply deck and places it on top of their deck. So that's a good way of getting weapons in. We have Alexius, whose power is defeat a minion. If you have 5 or less health, gain 2 health. So we can get health back if we are low on health. We have Deleth, overcharge a tech, then overcharge a tech. Reveal the turn order deck and return those cards. Reveal the turn order deck and return those cards in any order. Right, so we can set up the turn order as well with Deleth. Nazma. Any ally draws 3 cards, then they may destroy a card in hand. So that's a way of getting rid of cards with allies, not for Nazma to do herself. So I'm feeling like these 2 might not be the best. Silas. Any player gains 5 health. Well, that can always be useful. And Gavril. Deal 3 damage. Increase that damage by 1 for each weapon in your discard pile. Okay. I don't know. Any ideas? I don't think we'll play with the 2 we did last time. So maybe between these. So, we'll just do this. Set that to 30. Yeah, so maybe between Alexius, Silas, Gavril, and Christina. Any take your fancy? So Alexius, if you have 5 or less health, gain 2 health, and you defeat a minion. But it's 5 power-up spaces. Silas is any player gains 5 health. So that's, potentially quite a good power. Gavril, deal 3 damage. Increase that damage by 1 for each weapon in your discard pile. So Gavril might work for this because we're probably going to buy a lot of weapons. And Christina. An ally gains the top weapon from any supply deck and places it on top of their deck. I'm kind of feeling like because it's an ally power. What about Deleth? Overcharge attack. So that's when attack you use it and then put it to the bottom of the deck. So you overcharge attack, then overcharge attack, reveal the turn order deck and return those cards in any order. So we can manipulate the turn order of any cards that haven't been revealed yet, basically. Maybe she'd be quite good. Maybe we'll swap her in. Anyone have any preferences? Let me know if you do. I don't know what to choose. If anyone wants to pick one, pick now, and we'll play with them. I don't really mind. Maybe Deleth would be quite good. They all have 10 health. These three have 4 slots for weapons, and Deleth only has 3. Gavriel, yeah. Okay, so let's have Gavriel and Deleth. Activate your... These two have things with health. Do you know what? I'm going to go with Alexius, because Alexius' power is defeat a minion if you have 5 or less health, gain 2 health. So we get to defeat a minion and he gets to recover some health. So that is what we're going to do. So let's set them up. Gavriel starts with 2 slots for weapons. And Alexius is player 1. Gavriel is player 2. And we need to get their cards out. So... I've just taken... Okay, Gavriel, so we should have 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, he hasn't. So let's do this again, because what cards he has is on the back. 3 power cores in his opening hand, rocket gauntlet, and a blaster. And then he has 2 blasters, right? So we're missing 2 blasters in his starting deck. So 3 power cores. Oh no, we're not. 2 blasters. So that goes there. This goes in his starting hand. And he's ready to go. And then Alexius. Oh. Maybe these are his cards. Yes. So he has 3 power cores, 1 polarized cobalt, and 1 blaster. And then his starting deck is 3 power cores and 2 blasters. There we go. Move these back down. So, Architect 0815 only has 1 card in his opening deck. All these start in his discard pile. So we're going to level up very quickly. Oops. Very quickly. So I think we're ready to start. Yeah, we are ready to rock and roll. So let's go. So I've shuffled this turn order deck. Player 1. So Alexius goes first. He has got 1 blaster to attack with. As you see here, Architect 0815 only has 50 health. Furion had 60 health. So we got 3 power cores and a polarized cobalt, which is gain 1 fuel. An ally may equip a weapon even if they don't have an available slot. Oh, great. Well, I guess we will. Oh, hold on. He's got a rocket gauntlet, which does a good power. It deals 1 damage, but you may discard a weapon from your hand to increase that damage by 2. So we can start doing damage. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I know I've got 2 blasters in my next hand, so I think what I'm going to do is give myself another slot. So now I have 2 slots. I have 1 left to spend, but I can't do anything with it. So those go into the discard, and I draw up to 5. And now it's Gavryl's go. So Gavril has Rocket Gauntlet. You may discard a weapon from your hand to increase that damage by 2. So I will. And so we do 3 damage. So already Architect 0815 is down 3 health. Then we have 3 power cores. So let me just show you these if you've not seen them before. So I gain 1 fuel. And yeah, I'm going to buy this energy glaive because when it attacks, you deal 2 damage and you gain 2 fuel. So that's as good as having just a normal fuel card. And we want to attack. We want to have lots of attacks. So we draw up to 5. And that's the end of Gavryl's first turn. Oh, but he's having another go. So we'll put these 2 blasters out. And we have 3 fuel. And I think we'll buy this fuel because it's gain 2 fuel, but you may destroy a fuel in your hand. So we'll buy that. Then we can thin down our deck, get rid of some of this fuel. And then, so we don't shuffle in this game, we just turn the cards over and draw back up to 5. Okay. So the boss is going to be going very soon. Right, so the boss is, because we've drawn all our cards, player 1 and player 2 cards, so the boss is going to go twice in a row. So, Alexius is dealing 1 damage. And there's no one else to hit but Architect. And so now we have 2 spots to put our blasters out, and we have 3 fuel. I'm going to buy this Heliosphere. Yeah, because I gain 2 fuel, or you can destroy this card to gain a weapon that costs 5 or less. Yeah, so I'm going to buy that. And then that is the end of my go. Draw up to 5. So now we know that the boss is going to attack twice. So it's the boss turn. There's no nothing that fires off here yet. So we draw this architect card. And it is discard a droid in play, place 2 droids into play. So I'm just going to move this up a bit because you can still see it. Place 2 droids into play. So we place 1. Instant, players collectively discards equal to the number of droids in play. So we've got to discard a card. Now, Gavril has 3 weapons to play next turn, and they've only got 2 slots available, so they're going to discard a blaster. And then, oh, sorry, and also this droid has 2 life. And then we have another droid, instant. The homeworld suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play. So that's now 2. I see what's going on here. This is why we've got to... sorry, droids coming into play, and they're going to have 1 extra life because we're on expert level. Oy. So we're going to have to, yeah, get rid of droids. Okay, so that is the end of the boss turn, but the next card is another boss turn. So nothing's going to happen with these droids because they just have instant abilities, but we are going to now shuffle the discard pile, which means when we do that, we level up. So we go to level 2. Instant, minions in play gain 1 health. So they're now both up to 4. And then we draw a card. And now, so all minions enter now with +1 health, and droids come into play with +1. This isn't a droid, it's just a minion. It's the Dark Iron Commander. So it will have +1 health, so it has 7 health. And that is that. That's the end of the boss turn. Yeah, we've got a lot of damage to do. I think I'm going to have to, like it suggests, I'm going to have to start just buying weapons now and trying to thin out my deck. Let's hope we don't get another boss card. But you never know. It is a boss turn. Okay. So I didn't do the instant power on this one, but it was just shuffle the droid discard pile into the droid deck. So it is now activating. Any player discards a card and suffers 1 damage. So I think we'll just Alexis will discard 1 card and take that damage, and then we're going to draw another card, and this is another minion who comes in with 6 health, and they just have an activate ability. Any player discards an equipped weapon, the homeworld suffers 1 damage. So we will leave it there. And now it's Gavril's turn. So we've got 2 damage to deal. I don't think it matters, but we're going to attack one of the droids. And then we will put our 2 cards into play, and we have 2 fuel to spend. I'm quite interested in powering up our homeworld because the homeworld ability is each minion and the boss suffers 3 damage. So I'm going to buy this Solarius Cell fuel card, and when I buy it, the homeworld powers up. I know I said I was going to buy weapons, but I don't have enough to buy weapons this turn. So we draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And who is next? Alexios. So we have 2 damage to deal. So we will destroy that droid. So we'll put the discard pile here. And then we don't have any weapons to, so we're going to put this weapon out, blaster, and then we have 3 fuel to spend. And I think we will buy this repulsor card and put it there. And draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again, Alexios is going, so we're going to do 1 damage. I'm going to attack the Dark Iron Commander for 1. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4 fuel, 5, 6 fuel, or I can destroy that card to get it. But with 6 fuel, I can buy this Peacekeeper weapon, which is an attack of 5. And if this defeats a minion, any player powers up and gains 1 health. That seems like a good card to me. So we'll definitely buy that. And the next card here is a 5, so I could use that fuel card to get that weapon. Okay, and it's going to be the boss, or it's the boss. Okay, I'm going to move these over. So we have activate. Any player discards a card and suffers 1 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I'm going to discard a card for Gavril and suffer 1 damage. And then any player discards an equipped weapon, the homeworld suffers 1 damage. So we'll discard this rocket gauntlet, and the homeworld suffers 1 damage. And then we draw a card. And it is a strike. If there are 1 or fewer droids in play, place droids into play until there are 2 in play. So yes, we only have 1 droid in play. So we will place another one into play. Instant. Any player suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play. So Alexios, you can gain health with your power. So we'll do that, and they have 3 health. An assault droid type C. That's the end of the boss turn. Now actually, I've done this slightly wrong because droids come into play with 1 life, and then also minions enter with +1. So it should be 4. There we go. And it's Gavril's go. Gavril has a 2 damage attack, so I will do 2 damage to the combat droid there. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But we can destroy a fuel in our hand. So I'm going to use that card to destroy one of my fuels in my hand, so I don't get the benefit of it. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fuel. Four fuel. I'm actually going to power up my ability twice with that 4 fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, we've got a lot of... If there are 10 droids in play, the player loses. So these cards, these minions here aren't actually droids. It's only out of the droid deck the droids come. So it's a boss turn. So any player discards a card and suffers 1 damage. So I'm going to... Yeah, I've got 3 weapons in my hand. So I'm going to discard a weapon and take 1 damage for Alexius. And any player discards an equipped weapon no one has. The homeworld suffers 1 damage. And that's it. So we draw a card. And it's a strike. Place a droid into play, or any player loses 2 slots. Boy, oh boy. 2 slots. I don't want to do that, so I'm going to place a droid into play. So these droids have 4 health now coming in. Instant. The homeworld suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play, and there are 3 droids in play. Goodness me. Okay, and next. Another boss turn. So, any player discards a card and suffers 1 damage. So, I think we'll do Alexius again. And then any player discards, no one does. The homeworld suffers 1 damage. And then we draw another card. And this is a strike. Discard a droid in play. Place 2 droids into play. If Architect 0815 is level 2, destroy this card. Okay, so we will destroy a droid in play, so one of these 4 life ones. But then we've got to put 2 more into play, and this card goes out of the game. So, Assault Droid Type C. Any player suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play. That's 3. I'm going to give Gavril 1, 2, 3 damage. And another droid. Combat Droid. Also comes in with 4 life. The homeworld suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play, which is now 4. Uh-oh, things are escalating. Now, we've had the 2 boss turns, so we've got all of us to go, which is good. Player to Gavril. So we have 3 fuel. So I'm going to use the 3 fuel to get another weapon slot. And then I'm going to play these 3 blasters. Have I got 3 blasters? That doesn't seem to be right. Oh no, I did have 3 blasters, yeah. So that goes in discard, and we draw up to 5. And then it's Alexis' turn. And he has 2 weapons as well. An ally may equip a weapon even if they don't have an available slot. So yes, we will. One, two. Yeah, so we'll put this rocket gauntlet into play. So we only have 1 fuel. We can't do anything with that. So we'll draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. And it's Alexius as well. So we can deal 2 damage. So we will attack that droid. And they go out. The home world gains 1 health. And then we can deal 1 damage. So we'll do 1 damage to another droid. Okay, and we're going to destroy this card to gain a weapon that costs 5 or less. So we will gain this particled cannon, which does 4 damage, and we can destroy a card in hand. So that's good. And then we have 2 power, so we will power up our ability, because we might need that soon. And then draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I know it's going to be Gavril's turn. So Gavril has 4 weapons. So what can we do? These all do 3. So let's do... Deal with 1 damage. You may discard a weapon from your hand to increase that damage by 2. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm going to do 1 damage, 1 damage, and 1 damage. And then this one, I'm just going to do 1 damage to the boss. And then I will play the energy glaive. And I have gained 2, 3, 4. You may destroy a fuel in your hand. I think I'm going to do that. So I just have 3 fuel to spend. And I'm going to buy this repulsor. Because I just need to buy some weapons. And then we draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do, do, do. We are nearly entering level 3 for the boss. But there are 6 levels to this boss. So, okay, who's next? The boss. I really need to defeat these 2. Any player discards a card and suffers 1 damage. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you know what? I'm going to discard this weapon and suffer 1 damage. And then any player discards an equipped weapon. So let that be Alexius, and the homeworld suffers 1 damage. And then we draw a card. Place 2 droids into play. Uh-oh. Let's move everyone along. Oh. I should have removed that, shouldn't I? I think. So, this is an interrogation droid. Players collectively discard equal to the number of droids in play. So there are 3 in play. Oh! So Alexius will discard 2. And Gavra will discard 1. And then another droid. Another assault droid, which has 4 life. Any player suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play. It can't be Alexius. 1, 2, 3, 4. Uh-oh. Okay, so Gavril. Deal 2 damage and gain 2 fuel. Okay, I need to take some droids out. So we have 2 fuel already, and then 3, 4, 5, 6 fuel. So I'm going to I can either buy a weapon, or I could buy this piece of tech, the psionic tether. The homeworld powers up twice. If I could use that twice. Okay, I'm gonna put that card out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. Or I don't know, tech or a weapon. See, the homeworld, each minion and the boss suffers 3 damage. That would be so useful. I'm going to buy this psionic tether. I'm actually going to put it into my deck. And that is the 6 used. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Player 1, so I can deal 5 damage. I have to take out. Yeah, so I deal 5 damage. If this defeats a minion, any player powers up and gains 1 health. So I'm going to take a minion out with 4 health. And so I will power up and gain 1 health. And then I have 2 fuel to spend, so I'm going to power up again. Need to power up twice more to use my power, which is defeat a minion, and if I have 5 or less health, gain 2 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Who's going next? Gavril. So I can discard, so I deal 1 damage and I can discard a weapon from my hand to increase that damage by 2. So I'll discard a blaster, and I'll take out this assault droid. And then I have 3 slots, 1, 2, 3. And I will gain 2 fuel, but I will use it to increase my power as well for my special action, which is deal 3 damage, increase that damage by 1 for each weapon in your discard pile. And we draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's the boss turn. Oh, goodness me. Any player discards a card and suffers 1 damage, so it will have to be Alexius. And we'll discard a blaster. And then any player discards an equipped weapon, so Gavril can do that. And the homeworld suffers 1 damage. And then we are shuffling the cards. There are only 3 cards left. So we're going up to level 3. Minions in play gain 1 health. So that's everyone. 1, 2. They're all minions. Reveal the top 3 cards of the droid deck. Place 1 into play and the rest on the top of the droid deck in any order. 1, 2. There are only 2. So I guess I should shuffle the other ones. And pull another one. So I'm going to do it like this. This droid will come out. And now they get 2 plus health. So that is now, with the droids coming to life with 1 health, that is 5 health on each droid. The homeworld suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play, which is 3. 1, 2, 3. And we draw a card. Place 2 droids into play. Wow. So this droid comes into play with 5 health. The homeworld suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play. This is now 3. 1, 2, 3. So homeworld's down to 11. And then we draw another one, which is also 5 health. Any player suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play. And there are 5 droids in play. So Gavril is going to go to 0. That player destroys 2 cards in their hand that cost 1 or more. So I will destroy the Solaris cell and the energy glaive. They go out. And now any damage going to Gavril doubles and goes to the homeworld. Excellent. I think we might lose this one, guys. And it is Alexius' turn. Deal 5 damage if this defeats. Have we not used that already? Well, we're going to lose anyway. So we'll deal 5 damage to this droid. If this defeats a minion, any player powers up and gains 1 health. So I'm going to power up and gain 1 health. Gavril can't get health back now. Gavril is done. They still play, but they can't gain health. So we are going to spend this 2 fuel to move up there. And then we're going to use our power. So we defeat a minion. Now, we could defeat one of these. I know it might seem, but discard a card and suffer 1 damage. This minion has been hitting us quite a lot. So I'm going to defeat that minion. So they go into discard. And if I have 5 or less health, gain 2 health. So I'm back up to 7. Or power goes down to 0. So we've used those 2, and we will put these 2 weapons into play. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we do a shuffle. We're definitely not going to make this. Architect 0815 is at 45 health. It's interesting how much that expert makes it harder. That difference of 1 health on these droids when there are so many droids coming out. We needed to find a way as well to power up the homeworlds. I mean, I'm going to do that now with Gavril, but... Oh, it's a boss turn. So, any player discards an equipped weapon. So, Gavril will discard that 1 attack blaster. The homeworld suffers 1 damage. So, it's down to 10. None of these droids do anything, but we draw a card from their deck. Place a droid into play, or any player loses 2 slots. I'm going to get Gavril to lose 2 slots. That's the end of their turn. And it's Alexius. So deal 4 damage. You may destroy a card in hand. I am going to destroy one of my 1 fuel cards. 4 damage. I've got a 4 and 2 damage, so maybe I'll destroy this. So I'll do 4 damage. You may destroy a card in hand. I've done that. 2 damage, done that. The homeworld gains 1 health. So they are destroyed. And then I have 2 cards and 2 fuel. So I'm going to power up my power again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gavril. Okay, so we only have 3 cards, but one of them is the homeworld powers up twice. 1, 2. And we have 2 in fuel. So I'm going to push my power up, and I deal 3 damage, increase that... Hold on. 1, 2. First of all, we do attack, deal 2 damage, the homeworld gains 1 health. So I will do... with my power, deal 3 damage, increase that damage by 1 for each weapon in your discard pile. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6. We will do 6 damage. I think just taking a droid out is a good idea. I want to attack the boss, but these droids... Yeah, so I'm going to do that anyway. The homeworld powers up twice. I power up my power and use it. So I deal 6 damage, and I will take out one of the homeworld droids because, yeah, it does make a difference which ones I destroy, because the ones that give me damage are well, they're not worse, but, you know, the homeworld has 11 at the moment. Yeah. Okay. And it's Gavril again. Now, I only have 1 slot because I lost the slot. So I'm going to destroy a fuel in hand. But I still have 3 fuel to spend, so it will add another slot so I can put these 2 in there. And do that. And draw up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it is the boss. So there's nothing activating now. And it's factory over. If there are one or fewer droids in play, place droids into play until there are 2 in play. No. So that doesn't do anything. And player 1. Alexios is able to do 2 damage. I'm going to do 2 damage to one of these droids. Yeah, to this droid. And then I have 2 weapons. And I have 3 fuel to spend. Any ally may equip a weapon even if they don't have an available slot. So yes, Gavril will equip another weapon. That's great. I love that card. So I have 3 fuel to spend. Ooh. I'm going to buy this because it's 2 damage and the homeworld powers up. I want to get that homeworld powering up all the time if I can survive. Yeah. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. I thought we were going to die pretty quickly then, but no. But it could all end very quickly, especially as the architect is going to level up again. Because he doesn't have many cards in his deck anymore. And it's Alexis. Ooh. Deal 5 damage. If this defeats a minion, any player powers up and gains 1 health. So we'll defeat that minion. And we do get a health and we do power up. And then we will deal 1 damage. What can Gavril do? Yeah, we'll deal 1 damage to that droid. And then we have 2 weapons and 3 fuel. I'm going to add another slot. Hello, everyone. There are people watching. Say hello. Chat with me. Please. I may die soon. So, you know. Alexius is going again. So we'll use our repulsor to do 2 damage to take out that droid. And we have a particle cannon. Deal 4 damage, and I can destroy a card in my hand. So I'll do 4 damage to Architect, and I can destroy a card in my hand. I think I might destroy a Blaster. Shall I destroy Blaster? They only do 1 damage. Okay, so I can put these 2 out, and again 2, and an ally may equip a weapon even if they don't have an available slot. Wow. Yeah, why not? Oops. Can't remember what that was on. Probably 0. So Gavryl's got 4 weapons out. And 2 fuel, so I will power up. Hello, Winnie. Gavryl is going. Deal 1 damage. You may discard a weapon from your hand to increase that damage by 2, so I will. So that does 3 damage. Let's just get rid of this other droid, sorry. Then we'll deal 1 damage. No. We'll do 2 damage. And the homeworld gains 1 health. And then we have 2 blasters that do 2 damage in total. So we'll do that to the Architect. And then the homeworld powers up twice. It only can go once, so it goes up to full, but I'm not going to use it yet because each minion and the boss suffer 3 damage. So I want to use that when there are some minions out. And we have 1 fuel, which we can't do anything with. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, the boss has not gone. Wow. So it's going to be 2 turns of the boss. So Gavryl's going again. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We can destroy a fuel in our hand. I think we will. Let's destroy another fuel. So we have 3 fuel to spend. And we'll buy that energy glaive. And draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have many cards in our deck now, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. So is the boss turn. There's nothing out at all, but they have no cards to draw, so we're shuffling, which means level 4. Instant. Minions in play gain 1 health. Place a droid into play. So we will. And now minions have +3 health, but that's +4. So now these assault droids are 6. Any player suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play. So Alexis will suffer 1 damage. And we draw a card. And they now have 8 health. That's a siege automaton. And that's the end of their turn. So then it's another boss turn. And activate. Any player discards an equipped weapon. The homeworld suffers 1 damage. We've got 1 blasters for 1 there. So the homeworld suffers 1 damage. And then we draw another card. And it is the Dark Iron Commander, who now has 9 health. And that's the end of their turns. Of course, we could... This is one of the things about shuffling these. Is, you know, you literally could have 4 boss turns on the run. And that is bad news. I kind of realised as well is because these minions come from the deck, if you don't kill them, they don't go back into the discard, and so the deck is smaller. So that means you get through it quicker, and we only have 2 levels left. See here, we've got 2 levels left, and if this, you know, we get through the deck after level 6, they win. They have won. So we need to keep killing these. There's only 1, 2, 3 cards. And it is Gavril. So deal 1 damage. You may discard a weapon from your hand to increase the damage by 2. So we will. So it's 3 damage. So we will attack the Siege Automaton, and then it's another damage. So we'll do that again. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we have 2 cards, and the homeworld powers up. Oh, the homeworld. Let's use the homeworld power. Each minion and the boss suffer 3 damage. So, 3 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage, 3 damage. See, that's a good power. And then we can play the homeworld powers up 2. And we have 1 fuel that we can't spend, so we draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And it's Alexius. So Alexius can do 2 damage with the homeworld powering up. So I will just do the 1 to that minion, and the homeworld powers up 1. Oh, I didn't draw my 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have 2 weapons. And we have 3 fuel. Oh, that is in the wrong section. So I'm going to put it to the bottom. Yeah, that's right. 3 fuel. I'm just going to power up 1. And Gavril goes. So deal 2 damage to that droid. The homeworld gains 1 health. And deal 1 damage. So I get rid of that droid. And I'm going to spend 3 fuel to get another slot, just because I have 3 cards, weapons. I've not got very powerful weapons. This is the problem. Which is a shame. But it's very hard. And that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. It's a boss turn. Activate. Any player discards a card and suffers 1 damage. Well, it will have to be Alexius. And anyway, I want to get him to 5 because it means I can defeat a minion. And we draw a card, and it's place a droid in play, or any player loses 2 slots. Let's place a droid in play. Instant. Any player suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play. So we'll do that for Alexius. And now, yeah, he has 6 health. And another boss turn. Any player discards a card and suffers 1 damage. Mate. Do you know what? I might not discard that card because it's 2 fuel. Yeah, I'm going to discard that card. And we draw a card. If there are 1 or fewer droids in play, place droids into play until there are 2. Yeah, so we're putting another droid in play. They have 6. Instant. Players collectively discard cards equal to the number of droids in play. So we need to discard 2. And Gavril will discard 1. And actually, Alexius is going to discard his other weapon. Yeah. Okay. And it's Alexius. Deal 5 damage. If this defeats a minion... Okay, so we'll deal 1 damage to this Dark Iron Commander, and then we will deal 5 damage, so it is destroyed. If this defeats a minion, any player powers up and gains 1 health. So we'll power up, gain 1 health. So we can use our power now, which we will do. Defeat a minion. Yeah, we'll defeat this minion. And we gain 2 health. So we're back up to 7. And that goes down to 0. And then we have 2. An ally may equip a weapon even if they don't have an available slot. So sure, yeah. Let's put that weapon into play. And we have 2 fuel. So I'll power up again. We're doing well with droids. We just need more attack power, and we haven't got enough fuel to buy good cards. And it's a boss turn. Okay. Place 2 droids into play. Instant. The homeworld suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play. So that's 2. And they have 6. And instant. The homeworld suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play. That's 3. 1, 2, 3. Down to 7 health. Yeah, that's troublesome. 2. Okay, we have lots of attack here. what should I do? So deal 1 damage. You may discard a weapon from your hand to increase that damage by 2. So I will. And we'll do 3 damage to that minion. And then we'll do 1/2 damage. And the homeworld gains 1 health. And then we'll do 1/2 damage. And we gain 2 fuel. And then we'll deal 1 damage there as well. And then the homeworld powers up twice. And we will use the homeworld power to do 3 damage. And 3 damage. And 3 damage. And then we'll put that blaster out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Alexis. Oh, we didn't draw cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we will put 2 those blasters out, and we have 3 to spend. Oh. I'm going to buy this fuel card because it has a destroy a card on top, and I want to try and destroy this card. Maybe a bit too late, but it's too expensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Gavril is going, and they're doing 1 damage. Oh. Yeah, should have done that. And putting 2 blasters out, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, okay, so I'm going to buy this lightning cutlass. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And Alexius is going. So we'll deal 2 damage to destroy that minion droid. And the homeworld powers up. And then we deal 1 damage. I think we will deal 1 damage to that. And then we have 4 weapons to play. We can't play all 4. So we will play these 3. Which is actually doing some damage now. And there's 1 fuel which we can't use and 1 blaster which we can't use. So we will discard those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's a boss turn. So no cards coming out. We are shuffling again. So we're leveling up to level 5. Minions in play gain 1 health. Any player powers down once. Place a droid. Ooh, so Alexius will have to power down. Place a droid into play. We don't have any droids, so we're going to shuffle these. I feel like I just need to lay into the architect now. droid into play. So now droids are +4, which is 6, but with the droid extra. On the expert level, we decided to do the homeworld suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play. 2. The homeworld has 6 life left. We're in trouble. Although I have to say, I've hung on longer than I thought I would. But I've only done 18 damage to the architect. I probably should have laid into him more, but you know, what can you do? Player 1, Alexius. So, here we go. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Deal 5 damage. If this defeats a minion, any player powers up and gains 1 health. So, I'm going to do 2 damage to this minion, and the homeworld gains 1 health. And then I'm going to use the Peacekeeper to deal 5 damage, which does defeat that minion. Any player powers up and gains 1 health. And then the last card, attack 4, you may destroy a card in your hand. So I'm going to attack the Architect for 4. Goes down to 28. And I can destroy a card in hand, and I'm going to destroy one of my fuel cards, my cheap fuel cards, in hand. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to spend, and an ally may equip a weapon even if they don't have an available slot. So I will do that because that gives the homeworld 1 health. And you may destroy the top card of any supply deck. I'm going to destroy this one, just in case there's something good. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to spend. So I'm going to buy this grav hammer. There we go. Draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's Alexius again. So we can put 3 weapons into play. They're all really rubbish. And we have 2 fuel to spend. So we will power up. Draw 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 weapons. And it's a boss turn. So, no activate abilities. Place a droid in play, or any player loses 2 slots. We will place a droid into play. Now comes out with 7. The homeworld suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play. 2. Gavril. Deal 2 damage. The homeworld gains 1 health. 2 damage. Gains 1 health. And then we will do 1 damage to destroy that minion. And then deal 1 damage. You may discard a weapon from your hand to increase that damage by 2. And we will discard 1 blaster. So it's 3. And I'm going to do that 3 damage to Architect 0-815. The homeworld powers up twice. And then we will put those 2 cards out. And it's a boss turn. And it's the Dark Iron Commander again. So they now have 9 health. Instant. Shuffle the droid dice card pile into the droid deck. Okay. I might have missed that last time. And Gavril is going. Okay, Gavril. Deal 2 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. I'm going to do all this damage, which is 3 damage to the Architect. And I get 2 fuel from that as well. I'll put those cards out. So that's 2, 4, 5, 6. You may destroy fuel in your hand. I'm not going to because I'm going to buy this Virtual Sentry. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. And hello everyone watching. Hope you're having fun. I don't think I'm going to do this, but I've got a lot closer to doing it than I thought I would. I thought this would have been over a while ago. Luckily, I've been able to... Gavril has no health, but I've been able to stop them taking any damage. But the homeworld is about to end. Oh, talking of Gavril. Deal 3 damage and power up. So I will deal 3 damage. 1, 2, 3. And power up. And then deal 2 damage. 1, 2. And the homeworld gains 1 health. Back up to 7. And then the homeworld powers up twice. The homeworld is up to full strength. And we will activate that now, I think. Yeah, let's activate it now. So we do 3 damage to each minion and to the boss. So they're down to 14. And then we have 4 weapons, but we only have 3 slots. So we'll put that weapon out, that weapon out. We've got rubbish weapons, really. And do we want to keep this weapon? No, it's 1. So we will do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And another card. It's a boss turn. Activate. Any player discards a card and suffers 1 damage. Well, it has to be Alexius. And I'm going to discard that fuel card and I have to take 1 damage. And then we draw another card. If there are 1 or fewer droids in play, place droids into play until there are 2. So we have to add another droid that is now on 7 health. Any player suffers damage equal to the number of droids in play, and that is 2 to Alexius. Okay, end of the boss turn. Gavril goes. Okay, Gavril. So I'm going to use my rocket gauntlet, deal 1 damage, but I can discard a weapon to add 2. So I'm going to move up to 3 damage and do 3 damage to this droid. And then I will do 1 damage to destroy it. And then I'll do 2 damage to Architect. And I gain 2 fuel. And I've only got 1 weapon, which does 5 damage. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fuel. Well, now I can activate this during my main phase. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can get my my power up to max, and then I can activate it and deal 3 damage, plus every weapon that I have in my discard pile, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can do 10 damage. Go Gavril. So that means that Architect 0-815 is down to 2 health. So I've used all the fuel, and I draw up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guys, I think I might kill him. Let's see. Could be a boss, could be Alexius. It's Alexius. And I will do 2 damage to Architect 0-815. And they are dead. Ooh, they are dead. Done it. So there you go. Hour and a half. Didn't think it would take that long. So I'm kind of surprised by that. I thought being on expert level, I would have lost. But do you know what really helped? Was this power on our home world. This power is great when you've got lots of minions coming out. Each minion and the boss suffer 3 damage. So being able to get that powered up, this card, I'm so glad. Let me show you the card. I'm so glad I got this card into my deck. Psionic Tether. Because that really helped. Combination of those two, and I had another card that powers up the home world. Yeah, that did it. So there you go. That is Astro Knights Architect 0/815, and I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing it. I've done 2 live streams today, which is, yeah, good. I think I am enjoying the live streaming. I do enjoy it. I was very much editing videos before, and now I'm live streaming a lot because I have more time to do things. But I will still edit videos. It's just I'm enjoying doing this right now. So yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. If there's anything you would like to see me play, let me know, because I've got a lot of games anyway, and I'm willing to buy more. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I'm going to go and have some dinner. And nightmare level next time, maybe. Winnie! Winnie! Should I do... So we did Furion. And we've got... Hold on, where's the other one? Oh, there. Ah, there it is, yeah. So we've done Furion, we've done Architect 0/815, and we've got Continua, Lunaris, and Fission Parasite. And Fission Parasite is a 4, so let's not do that. So maybe what we should do next time is Lunaris or Continua. What do you think? Focus? There we go. Lunaris or Continua. Because they are both level 8, so I'd probably play them on normal mode, I think. I have a feeling I don't know. I quite like the look of Lunaris. But if you want to let me know in comments or, comments of the video, if you have any preferences, then yeah, we'll do that. But thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go. I need to have food. I need to pack up this equipment. And I will see you